July 4th will, of course, mark America's 250th birthday, but it will be a somber day in Texas. It is the one-year anniversary of catastrophic flash flooding in the Hill Country. Almost 140 people died, including 27 campers and counselors from Camp Mystic, along with the camp director. After the flood, the state of Texas quickly overhauled safety guidelines for summer camps. But at least one thing remains unresolved. Here's WFAA's senior political reporter Jason Whiteley.
Yeah, one issue remains here, but think about this for a moment. It is rare for government to act this fast on anything, but in less than a year, Texas legislators passed a number of new laws that make summer camps safer. 6 new storm sirens now stand along the Guadalupe River, the upper Guadalupe, and they will sound 20 minutes before flash flooding is possible. Plus, these isolated camps, must now have broadband or satellite connections to get weather warnings and to be able to contact emergency responders. But here's that unresolved issue: accountability for local emergency managers. When flash floods washed through Camp Mystic, sweeping away those 25 young girls and their 2 counselors, Kerr County emergency managers were largely absent overnight, never effectively coordinating evacuations. State Senator Paul Betancourt led a lot of this legislation, and he took our questions about the Camp Mystic tragedy on this week's episode of Yall-itics. Do you think that Camp Mystic can ever regain the trust of Texas families?
You know, that's a very interesting question, because the Heavens 27 people make a very strong point that they can't. However, there's 100 years of people that have gone to that camp that didn't result in their deaths. But when you don't pay attention to your business, you don't have a plan, you don't do what you need to do to get kids out of harm's way, then that's what can happen to you. And that's a lesson that will be learned for decades on that river.
Lawmakers return to Austin in January and will likely make tweaks to a lot of these new laws. We'll also be watching to see, though, whether the legislature holds emergency managers more accountable. Our questions for Senator Betancourt on this week's episode of Yall-itics, ready to download right now, wherever you get your podcasts.